Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special stream. This is Chill with Phil. This is a night where I don't have any set gameplay that I need to do. We don't have anything really, in store or whatever. All it's going to be tonight is relaxing, interacting, and having a good time. If you're here live, tonight's the night to have some conversation and fun. If you're here watching on demand, if you're looking for a more chill video that maybe you can just play in the background while you're doing something, you want to hear me answer some questions and have a good time, that's what this is all about. I usually do these rarely. Like, I'll do them like once every couple of months. It depends on if we end up having like a stream that ends early, or if we have a schedule and all of a sudden something like swapped around and the schedule gets changed around, which is exactly what's happened tonight. I actually had 2 streams dedicated for the conclusion of Donkey Kong Bonanza because I was told it was going to take me that long, and then I beat it all in one night. That's a rarity. Usually, it takes me longer than what people tell me to beat games, and in this case, I actually beat it more quickly. So, I'm here tonight to chill, to answer questions, to hang out, to have a good time. I've been asked would I react to stuff. That's a maybe. I don't necessarily want to have to react to stuff, but maybe if people want me to, I would. We'll see. So we'll see where the night takes us. Now, tonight, in honor of the conclusion of Donkey Kong, I changed out the animations. From now on, a $20 contribution, whether it's a super chat or a tip, has a different animation. It's brand spanking new. You haven't seen it and you haven't heard it. It'll be the first one tonight. If someone does a $20 contribution, you'll see it for the first time ever. Now, I don't know if we will. We may see other levels instead, but I'm just saying the banana themed stuff is played out and done. It's been 2 months. Enough of bananas. Let's move on, okay? Good stuff. So let's see tonight if we see the new animation for 20 bucks, all right? Also, this week has been great. So far, I'm having a great time with all of you. I hope that you felt the same. We still have the second half of the week coming up. Here we go. And I'm curious, if we will hit the goal to do a DSP tries it this week. Right now, we are at 25 out of 30 goals hit. That means we need to hit 5 more goals, okay? 5 more in order to do DSP tries it. We can't do it on Friday because Friday is a special marathon. And the whole premise is that it's going to be a beer, Flight of Beers international taste test. Can't really do that properly if I've already been drinking during a marathon. So if we don't hit the goals between now and tomorrow night, that means that we have to wait till next week to do the DSP Tries It episode. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll have a double stream, of 2 goals hit, and we'll get there. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Tomorrow, FYI, if you missed it earlier, allow me to tell you what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, there will not be a podcast, but there will be a little hangout session as we start. But tomorrow is the premiere of Metal Gear Solid Delta. I am playing it. You guys screamed that you wanted Metal Gear back. That has been too long since I played a Metal Gear game, and you wanted to see me play a more modernized version of one. Well, Metal Gear Delta is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to play it on PC. We're going to have a playthrough. All right? So I hope that you will join me for Metal Gear Solid Delta starting tomorrow. Perhaps between tonight and tomorrow. Those are 2 hype streams. Maybe we'll actually get like a double support goal and we'll be able to do DSP tries it tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's get to shout outs because people are supporting already. We start off tonight with The Deke, who did a $1.99 super chat. Hey, Phil, I'm glad that you finished Donkey Kong. What was for dinner? Tonight we had homemade Japanese curry, which was dark meat chicken from chicken thighs, slow cooked, along with baby carrots, golden potatoes, and a special curry sauce that my wife made over white rice. It was absolutely delicious, very filling. I love it when she makes Japanese curry. It was a great meal. Thank you for support, and thank you for asking. We have Dan Zach here, who did a $2 super chat and says, have you ever driven a boat at night? No, I've never driven a boat at all. I've never driven a boat in any circumstance in my life. So, thank you for $2, Dan Zach. Good to see you. Pizzle has done a $1 tip. Thanks to Pizzle. Or excuse me, a $1 super chat. Thanks for that. That gets us up to $10 of support so far tonight. Very cool. Someone tipped $1.23 and says, "What would you do if Mudahar showed up at your house?" And then they say a bunch of really insulting, racist stuff towards people. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Thanks for the $1.23 tip, anonymous tipper. Any games I'm looking forward to? Yeah, the ones I'm going to play. The ones that are coming out in the fall that are going to be good, like Silent Hill F. And I actually am very excited for Call of Duty and Battlefield this year. I'll be able to play them on keyboard and mouse. You know, there's some good stuff coming up by the rest of the end of the year here. Matthew says he started RoboCop. He's surprised it's not buggy on PS5. From what I'm to understand, it's not buggy on PS5. Like, it's actually the PC version of the game that actually has major issues. Yeah, that's apparently the problem with it, not the console. The console version apparently runs fine. So, yeah. Wow, they haven't patched it? No, they haven't. Yeah, no patches or nothing. There's been nothing, so I'm not playing RoboCop again. I'm probably going to see if I can get a refund for it because there's no way to play it right now. Like, there's literally no way for me to play that game even if I wanted. It just gets stuck at that console and crashes and crashes and crashes. So, it sucks. Okay, let's see what else people want to see. Jade says, I'm ready to see Snake return tomorrow. Sounds good. Hopefully, this collection, or I keep calling it a collection. It's not a collection. It's a remake, right? It's just a remake. So, I'm excited for it, but I don't know how it's going to be any more entertaining than the previous 2 playthroughs that I've done. The first time was an honest first-time playthrough, and the second time I tried to correct the first playthrough. This time is like a third run, so I really don't know how much different it's going to be or how good it's going to be. It's just better graphics, right? But people demanded it. They were absolutely upset with me that I wasn't playing it, so we're playing it, okay? Beastbot did a $2 super chat and asked, will I play with Legacy controls or Metal Gear or on... Wait, are you going to play with Legacy controls on Metal Gear? I didn't even know that there's different controls. I don't have the game yet. So I don't know. I don't think it matters, right? I've already played the game twice. It's not like, oh, I'm ruining my first time playthrough if I play it on anything other than the original controls. In fact, I think it might be more interesting to try whatever controls they've put in it to see the difference and see if I think that they're better or worse. That is the point of this re-release, is that they've tweaked the controls and better graphics, right? So I probably will do whatever the new controls are just to test them. No, Ava Cowboy fan, I haven't tested any filters. I don't have the game. I don't have the game yet. I didn't pay for the 2-day advance copy. You have to pay extra for that. I don't have it yet, so I haven't tested anything. No, I don't have filters, nothing. It's on Xbox. Metal Gear Solid Delta is on Xbox. It's the first. No, not really the first. Hasn't Metal Gear been on Xbox before? I think there have been ones that have been on Xbox before, right? Completely agree with you, Lilith. Lilith said, I got Death Stranding 2. The gameplay is so tedious, but the story is cool. Exactly my thoughts, my notion on it. Are you playing Legacy mode? It has a locked camera like the original? Well, then I want to play the new one. I've already played that twice. I want to do something new. I will play in whatever the new mode is so that it feels fresh. Battlefield, I'm still on the fence about. I feel like I didn't play enough Battlefield to really judge it fairly. Like, I only played it twice. That wasn't even like 6 hours of gameplay. And because of that, I feel like, you know, I didn't give it enough time to really get a good feel for it. And to be honest, the small map mode actually felt like Call of Duty, which I liked. Like, I liked it feeling like Call of Duty. Maybe, what was it called? Conquest? Maybe Conquest just isn't for me. It could be. Maybe Conquest is too big and chaotic, but maybe the other modes I'll like more. If I remember correctly, it was the same with Battlefield 4, where Conquest was chaotic, and I did play it, but I actually like the smaller maps better. So maybe that's what it is. We'll see. I think I might play it. I feel like I need to play it because then I can do a comparison of Call of Duty against it, right? Rush mode, that's the mode that's like Call of Duty, right? Yeah, Rush mode plays like a Call of Duty style map and everything, right? Oh, that's not surprising. Ava Cowboy fan says the game looks better on a Series X than Series S on their 1080p TV. If you're talking about yeah, it's gonna be better. The Series S is meant to basically run your games at 1080p only, like base level settings and stuff. It's supposed to be the discount console. It is. Excuse me. Get off my clouds or got off my clouds. I'm looking forward to you playing Mega Man 8 because there's anime cutscenes that are cheesy and badly voice acted. Oh wow, because it was the PS1 game, so they put in weird anime cutscenes. That's actually interesting. Yes, the blimp says, can't wait for Call of Duty because There's going to be a new Warzone, and having a shooter in the mix is good. I agree. Variety is good. That's why I'm excited to play more Gears of War. Like, I know I sucked at it yesterday, but to have a shooter in the mix gives variety and fun, as opposed to only doing the same stuff over and over. Euthanasia says Mega Man 8 will have some rage-inducing parts just to prepare you. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure I would rage at it regardless, but that's fair enough. Hopefully I'm not so drunk I can't beat it, but I guess we'll see. No, we are not planning any Deltarune right now. No Deltarune, not a person. Nope. Favorite Souls-type game would still be Dark Souls 1, the original. No, I didn't play DMZ Beta and Warzone 2. I don't even know what that is. Would I do a video rating your favorite video game music tracks? You mean like a tier maker? Well, that'd be really tough to do. I don't think a single track is enough. Maybe with soundtracks against each other, like classic gaming soundtracks, and rank those, maybe? Maybe. I've never really thought about doing anything like that. It's the first time anyone's ever asked something like that, Holy Marcellus. Sneed Cobain, I didn't play any Devil May Cries when they were new. I played them in the HD collection that came out on PS3, and I played 1, 3. Then later on, I played 4. Then I played the reboot, if you remember, that they made. And then I played whatever the latest one was, which I think was 5. So there you go. I never played 2. People told me to stay away from 2 because it sucked. Ava Cowboy fan thinks I did a good choice playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake instead of Silk Song. Thanks for backing me up. Thanks for backing up my decisions. Chongate's Legacy says, will you do the Gears campaign? I already answered that. I don't know. It's about 8 hours long. I certainly can't fit it in the schedule now. If people really want it, it's a possibility long term. Okay? Vinny Barbarino, he says, if you want to get drunk, get a bottle of absinthe. To my knowledge, you can't actually buy real absinthe in the store. They won't sell it to you. Because the real absinthe wasn't like a crazy mix of like insanely strong shit that could hurt you. And, you had to drink it so like lightly so that you didn't go crazy or whatever. Right? So I don't think that whatever they sell in stores that says it's absinthe isn't real absinthe anymore. It's whatever they're, wormwood. Oh man. It actually had wormwood in it. Jeez. Danzak did a $5 super chat. What do you think about Call of Duty announcing that previous skins don't transfer over to Call of Duty 7? There's no shotgun anime girls. Well, for me, the only thing that affects is if you remember, I did earn a few of the skins while playing Black Ops 6. I think I earned the stupid, like the Seth Rogen skin, maybe. And I think I earned a few. And then I remember I bought Ninja Turtles, right? So to be honest, it actually does suck. Like if you paid for the Ninja Turtles skin and you wanted to play it in Black Ops 7, you can't. You just lose the skin. So that kind of sucks. So that was, how much did I spend on it? 20, 30 bucks to get that stuff. So basically I just pissed it down the drain. That sucks, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, there was no commitment. When you bought the skin in Black Ops 6, it didn't say, guaranteed to carry over to Black Ops 7 or anything. So it's not like, they went back on their promise, but it does suck that they didn't do that for the consumer, Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just received, get this, a $100 tip. Wow. I certainly wasn't expecting that tonight. Let's get an epic animation playing. A $100 tip. Ready? Here we go. Thank you so much to the $100 tipper who says, I loved your Blueprints playthrough, and he plans to play similar games or other indie games in the future. You can enjoy Lorelei and the Laser Eyes as a puzzle box game. Yeah. Here's the thing, I really did enjoy Blueprints, and I've enjoyed many indie games this year that normally I wouldn't have played at all, right? Never. I wouldn't have played those games in the past, and now because I'm a PC gamer, I play a lot. Now, Blueprints was a PC game, but it also was on Xbox. I just happened to play it on PC because, that's what I'm playing everything on. So, basically, yeah, I really, really enjoyed Blueprints. I would absolutely love way more indie games and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, those games have to fit between other things as well. It can't just be, I've decided to, play an indie game, and that means that now I skip 5 major releases. People want to see me play some of the major releases, not necessarily all of them. So right now, for example, I wouldn't have time for an indie game. We're trying to finish GTA 4 with mods so we can do the GTA Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. We're doing Suikoden 2 HD. We've got Metal Gear. I almost said, we got Metal Gear. Metal Gear. We got Metal Gear Solid Delta tomorrow, the remake. We've got the continuation of chill streams like American Truck Simulator. We got Capcom vs. SNK 2 for fighting games. Now we have Gears of War Reloaded for multiplayer. And next week, a week from Friday, we've got Chronos The New Dawn that I'm going to be playing. So with all that going on, we need to be making as much progress in these games as possible. We can't be like, oh, it's time for an indie game too. But I feel like there will be more than enough time moving forward to check out other indie games in the future. And I'm actually looking forward to it. Like this year, a lot of the indie games I played, like Kiosk, right? That was a good one. Or at least finally figuring out what the heck some weird games were, like Balatro, or what was the weird game that I played that I didn't finish, but it had the weird dialogue trees that were like insanely long. I even forgot what it's called now. That was a kind of a wild ride. I was glad I played it because I know what it was. But I'm having great experiences with indie games. I mean, to be honest, Clair Obscur is kind of an indie game. Blueprints is kind of an indie game, and they're front runners right now for me for like my best games of the year. So yeah, things have changed in the gaming landscape, that's for sure. Yeah, Disco Elysium, that's what it was called. There you go. So thank you so much. $100 out of nowhere. Much, much appreciated. I hope you liked the animation. Remember, everyone, I have a brand new animation for $20 contributions tonight. The bananas are off the menu. We're done with bananas. We did them for 2 months. That's enough bananas. I got them out of here. But we have a new animation for 20 bucks. If you do a $20 super chat or a $20 tip, you'll see something brand spanking new tonight. Okay? Stevester, 12 months as a member at the super supporter level, too. Thank you, Stevester. He says, awesome stuff, bro. GTA 4, I love that game. I'm really excited for Metal Gear tomorrow. Sounds great. I hope you all will be here for Metal Gear tomorrow to support the stream. Seriously. Please be here to support that stream. It will mean a lot to me if we can have a great launch of Metal Gear, especially because I basically made the tough decision between that and Silksong. And, you know, I know some people will be disappointed that I'm not playing Silksong, right? What is the new animation? That's the point. Someone has to do a $20 contribution to see it. That's the point. All right, if a Cowboy fan, I have no idea if we're reacting to trailers tonight, so please don't get your hopes up. We might just be chilling and talking all night. We'll see. Is Disco Elysium the most out there game I ever played ever in history? I can't say. It's definitely one of the top ones. It was really bizarre the way that it played and the insane dialogue trees. It's just like dialogue for the sake of dialogue. It was pretty insane. I mean, of course, I'm interested in the Wolverine game Insomniac is making, but I don't know if it's ever going to actually come out at this point because they have no information about it, right? Like they announced it ages ago and there's been nothing for ages. Who knows what's happened with it? Hopefully it's not stuck in development hell. Mario Kart World just gifted 4 subs over on Kick. Thank you, Mario Kart World. I appreciate that so very much. Let's get that up on the leaderboard because particularly this week, subs have been insanely low, like way lower than usual. I have no idea why, but like usually by now I have at least double to triple what I have right now. So it has not been a great week at all over on Kick. Kick support tonight would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Mario Kart World. All right, we're now only 12 bucks away from hitting a goal. Guys, this is amazing. Let's hit that goal. Let's do it right now. Okay, this is great. Maybe, just maybe, tonight we can start playing catch up and we can maybe do DSP tries it this week still, even though we were behind. Maybe we can do it. All right, let's find out. No, I'm not checking out Skate on the 16th. I'm not a skater guy. I'm not interested in it. No one cared about Tony Hawk. No one's going to care about the new Skate. Is it? Okay, if a Cowboy fan says, excuse me, there's one more episode left in Dexter Resurrection. Okay, so if once that comes out, and you said it's every Friday, maybe I would consider getting that service. What is it, Paramount Plus, to actually watch that and comment on it once I've watched it. We'll see. Not a person, please watch the podcast to get caught up on what I'm doing with games in the next few weeks. I fully explained it. It was an insanely long segment. What do you mean Dexter is canceled? Dexter was already done. It's not like a live TV show where they cancel it off TV. The whole season was already done. They were just releasing it slowly. They canceled the other Dexter show? What other Dexter show? The Dexter prequel series, Dexter Original Sin, has been canceled by Paramount Plus, despite being renewed for a second season in April 2025. The decision to cancel the show is due to corporate shakeup at Paramount Plus, which included the finalization of the Skydance merger. There's a shift in strategy. There is a writer's room set to open for a potential second season to Dexter Resurrection, but the prequel series is done. Okay. Well, that's interesting. They announced a renewal, then they canceled it anyway. I didn't see the prequel series, and to be honest, as I've told you guys, I don't really care about prequels at all. Like, for me, if you want to tell me the background story, tell it in the main show and just maybe do flashbacks or whatever. I don't need a whole series. I don't need a series of movies. The problem with prequel series is there's no stakes. You know that the protagonist can't die because they're already in a future series or a future storyline. It's like, remember years ago, there was The Walking Dead. You remember that, right? And then they decided to do the games of The Walking Dead. And then they did the spinoff, The Walking Dead Michonne. But it was a prequel. So why the hell do I care? Michonne can't get hurt or die because canonically she survives to go on to be on the show and in future stuff. So why do I give a shit? And it was awful. The Walking Dead Michonne was actually really bad because it was not interesting. You see? So prequels, I never liked them. I don't understand why they keep making them. It just seems really stupid. I don't get it. So I didn't watch Original Sin. I never will. Metal Gear Solid 3 is a prequel, says My Ruin. That's why it sucks. That's exactly why it's horrible. That's why Kojima doesn't know how to make games, and he just keeps making mistake after mistake. It's a piece of garbage, and we all know that. I can't wait to play it again tomorrow. There you go. I should watch Takopi's Original Sin on Crunchyroll. Sounds like something that's right up my alley. I'm going to get to it right after this stream. I'm going to get Crunchyroll. I'm going to watch it. Takopi's Original Sin. What are my plans for GTA 6? Asks Glitterbomb. I plan, listen to this. All right, guys, big plans for I almost said Metal Gear. Big plans for Grand Theft Auto 6. Here's my plans. You ready for this? I'm going to wait for the game to release. Then I'm going to purchase the game. I'm going to install the game on my PlayStation. And then, get ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play the game. Huge spoiler alert. Wow. I can't wait to buy and play the game. What are my plans with the playthrough? The same as my plans with every game ever. Play it at face value. Don't spoil myself on it. Don't watch someone else's playthrough of it. Play it so I can have an honest first-time experience with it. No spoilers, no surprise. I just want to play it, have a good time, play it on default difficulty. That way it feels like what is the intended experience from the game devs. That's what I do with every game. That's what I'm going to do with GTA 6. Okay? Oh, wait, and furthermore, I'm going to stream and record my gameplay of it. Whoa! Whoa, bro! Whoa! We're real groundbreakers here, baby. Yeah. We're into all new territory. Do I think the Arabic Roman numeral should be taught in schools? I don't know, but I wish they would teach something in schools because it seems like kids are really, really dumb. That's all I'm going to say. This current generation of kids, they seem like a bag of rocks in their heads. Like, seriously, I can't imagine their IQs even being double digits, some of these kids. Wow. Tiak Yak says the close-up was the first thing he saw on the screen. He freaked out. All right, here you go. You're relaxing. All right, I'm going to see what Phil is up to tonight. And this is the first thing that you see. Ready? Whoa! 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 Amazing, bro. All right, we got your future stepdad gifted 3 subs over on Kick. Thank you, your future stepdad, for the 3 gifteds. And then Danzak did a $2 super chat. And he says, my mind is blown with your GTA 6 plans, man. Oh, I know. Absolutely insane revelations here tonight. But what absolutely is insane is that we are not even a half an hour into Chill with Phil. And ladies and gentlemen, we just hit goal number 26 out of 30. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to celebrate here on DSPGaming. Thank you for supporting the streams. Thank you for watching the content. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for liking. If you dislike, you're a jerk. But thank you everyone out there for supporting me and my channel. It is amazing the level of support that I receive, and I'm so very grateful for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is directly because of you and your feedback that allows me to figure out what to do with this channel, like to play Metal Gear Solid Delta over Silksong, or to play games that make me rage incessantly, but you guys enjoy it anyway. So thank you guys so very much for everything. I really appreciate you. It is now 26 out of 30, 4 goals to go for DSP Tries It, a flight of international beers right here on the channel. When we do it, I know we can do it. Let's get another goal tonight. Let's get 2 goals tomorrow for Metal Gear, and let's hit it tomorrow night on CVS 2 and do it. Yeah! Okay, excuse me. We hit a goal! Whoa! 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 Okay. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Can we hit it up? I mean, we have a lot of time on this stream. Guys, let's rally. Let's hit a second goal tonight. Seriously. Let's hit a second goal. Let's do it. Let's get to $3,500. That sounds good to me. Let's get to $3,500 tonight. No, let's get to 300. Let's hit 2 goals by the end of this stream, so that now we only have to hit 3. We can hit 2 tomorrow for Metal Gear and 1 for CVS 2. And we will do the Flight of Beers taste test tomorrow night, right before the marathon on Friday. I'm excited. What Stephen King movies have I seen that I notice connections between them? Says, oh, connection to other films or novels, says the villain. Let's see. Stephen King movies I've seen. Well, obviously I saw It, which is the 2-part TV series that was made into a movie. And then I saw the remake of It, the new movies. I saw Pet Sematary 1, the original. I saw Dreamcatcher. I've seen The Langoliers, which is the TV series. I saw that whole series. I saw man. All right, how about this? Can you guys name the Stephen King? Oh, of course I saw The Shining. Of course I saw The Shining. Everyone's seen The Shining, right? Everyone's seen that a zillion times. So I definitely saw that. And I saw the sequel, which is, what was the name of it? Dr. Sleep. I saw that. That was actually pretty good. I like Dr. Sleep. I don't think I ever saw The Stand. I don't think I ever saw that one. Stand By Me. I've seen Stand By Me. I don't think I ever saw Christine. No, I don't think I ever saw that one. Nope. I never saw The Stand. I never seen it. I don't think so anyway. Doesn't ring a bell. Would I consider doing one last Ask the King? Maybe someday, but I don't really see the point. Listen, right now we're doing Chill with Phil. Is this not Ask the King? Only it's just a little more grounded, right? I don't get questions ahead of time. Carrie, I've seen. Carrie was Stephen King? I didn't even know that. Carrie, I've seen. Was The Green Mile Stephen King? I didn't know that either. I've seen that. That's really good. I never saw Cujo. I don't think I ever saw Children of the Corn. I don't think I saw People Under the Stairs. Thinner. I saw Thinner. Yes, I've seen Thinner. And it's not a great movie. It's okay. Just okay. Never saw Maximum Overdrive. Nope. Shawshank Redemption. Definitely saw that. Everyone loves that one, including me. Great movie. If a Cowboy fan, I don't have any expectations for Dexter Resurrection. I just hope it doesn't suck. That simple. I hope it doesn't suck. Isn't there another series I'm supposed to watch first, though? Because wasn't there was the original Dexter. Then there was, I think, a mini series, right? That was like a continuation. Then there was the original Sin, which is the prequel. And now there's the new one. So maybe I think I have to watch the in-between series first before I watch Resurrection. So, I've seen Misery. Yes, that is a messed up movie. It is really messed up. Am I excited that Taylor Swift got engaged? That just immediately deserves a ban. Like, I'm not even going to even address it. You just get out of here. What a ridiculous thing to say. Out of my chat. It's called New Blood, but it's not as good as Death to Resurrection. Well, but I at least have to understand it, right? It does take place in between the show and this resurrection, right? What game franchise do I want to bring back from the dead? Infamous. I keep saying this over and over. Infamous. It was amazing. I was hoping with Infamous, what they would do is continue to make the series every time on a new console or a new iteration. It would look better and better. And PS3, it was amazing. PS4, it was good. And then it just dropped it. And I'm like, man, that would have been great if they continued. What's my go-to order at a Mexican restaurant? I don't really have one. There's a lot of different things I like. You know, if I go to a restaurant, I typically wouldn't get more like street fare. Street fare is like tacos and stuff like that. I wouldn't get that because at a restaurant, you want stuff that you can't get elsewhere. Like get one of those insanely stuffed wet burritos that's huge and dripping on top, so you have to fork and knife it, or like a specialty, like some kind of pollo. You know that it's like a fork and knife dinner. I like at one of the restaurants I go to, they actually have fajita quesadilla, which is a quesadilla, but it has all the ingredients of a chicken fajita in it. So like all the vegetables, the cheese, the sauces, and it's huge. And you have to cut it and it'll give you all dipping sauces and stuff. I really like that too. Not much of a Tron fan. I've seen Tron, the original, and wasn't impressed. I think it's just an okay movie. It's a little boring at times. And I saw that remake Tron that was like the late 2000s, early 2010s. I didn't really like that either. So Danzak did a $2 super chat asking, do I like tamales? Yes, you know what I like? Tamales or not what I like tamales. What's the other thing I like? Enchiladas and mole. Mole sauce is super duper good. That's the sauce that they make with some chocolate in it. Mole sauce is really good if you get the right kind, the real thing. Because some places claim it's mole sauce and it's just fake. If you get the real one that's slow simmered and shit, that's just really good. Gotta get the mole. I love the Back to the Future movies. I really do. In fact, just the other day, I had like a craving. I wanted to watch them again. And I went online to find out where they are. And it's like, oh, they're on the Stars app streaming service. And I almost got it. And then it said, oh, they're being removed on Sunday. Well, I better not get it then, because I'm not watching all the movies by Sunday. So I have to wait to see where the rights are now going to go for Back to the Future. So it's leaving Stars. It's going to go somewhere else. I got to figure out where it's going to be so that I can, if I want to watch them, I got to get them on the new service. And hence, this is the problem now, that everything is on-demand streaming rights. These movies' rights keep getting juggled all around the different services. So you may think you know where something is, and then you go to watch it, it's gone. That actually happened to me a couple years ago when I started getting the different services like HBO Max and stuff. I'd go and like, oh, here's a good movie. Mark that one, mark that one, mark that one. It would be like 2 months later. I'd be like, I'm finally ready to watch it. I go to watch it. It's not available. It got sold off to another service. The rights are gone. Shit. That's very frustrating. I've never had that. I've never had tamales a la ranchera, which is basically a tamale with mole sauce with an egg over it. That sounds good. That sounds really good. No interest in playing Perfect Dark Xbox 360. Didn't I play that? I feel like I did a full playthrough of it years ago. I'm pretty sure I did. But I don't have Blu-rays anymore. But the thing is, Dunsfelter, he says, too bad you sold all your Blu-ray collection, or you could pop them in and watch them whenever you want. And you're right. I did own the Back to the Future collection. But here's the thing. I don't have setups to watch Blu-rays anywhere. Like, I just don't. Like, what would I be? It would have to be either a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever. That's it. That's the only thing that plays Blu-rays because I don't have a dedicated player. I'm not going to get one for as infrequently as I watch them. Plus, to be honest, these days, a lot of the time, I watch or do stuff right before I go to sleep. So I'm in bed. And I have my phone, or now I have my tablet, and I just have my tablet and I watch for like a half an hour, then I go to sleep. So like, I wouldn't want to have a Blu-ray. I can't play that on my tablet. You see, I want it digital. Actually, no. You may not believe this. Sneed Cobain says, did I ever try a Bloody Mary? Never. It just seems weird to me. Like, it's an alcoholic drink with tomato juice and stuff in it, and people say they drink it for breakfast. That's bizarre. Like, I wouldn't want to drink for breakfast to go, just to begin with. And it just doesn't sound appetizing to me. I've never had a Bloody Mary before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it actually is good. Maybe it's like kick-ass and really good, but I've never had one. I do need to watch Dexter New Blood before Resurrection. I thought so. What I think about LA Noire, amazing story. Great game for a first playthrough if you don't know what's going on. Lots of twists, lots of great story elements to a really good game in that regard. Has there ever been a scene in a horror movie that made me want to vomit? I would say, when I was much younger and I didn't have a lot of exposure to it, like watching like Dawn of the Dead, the original, where people get ripped apart by the zombies and stuff, that's pretty bad, Like if you haven't seen those scenes ever, it's your first time, you're not desensitized to violence yet, and you see that shit, you're like, oh. And then I would say, like later on, movies such as I saw Dead Alive. You ever saw Dead Alive? That one has so much gore. It's actually like comedic because it's so excessive. There's no way anything could ever be that gory. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy gore, like insane amounts of gore. I never saw The Exorcist as a kid, Lilith. I never saw it at all until much later. I know I must have seen it eventually, but I couldn't even tell you when I saw it. It just is, it's not very interesting to me. The premise of the girl who's possessed and in the bed and doing stupid shit. Boring. It really is. That's boring to me. I know that people were scared of it and stuff. It was infamously like scary. The thing is, but when I was growing up, The Exorcist was already very culturally relevant, very, memeable before there were memes. So, you already knew about it. Like you already knew, oh, that's the girl that her eyes turn into demon eyes and her head spins. She throws up all over the place. And it's like, so if it's not surprising, then there's no scares there, right? Like if you know the movie, you're not going to be scared by it. Frumpy did a $2 super chat. What are your thoughts on the Saw movie franchise? I think a couple of the Saw movies are great, and a lot of them are awful schlock, and that it went on way too long. Dark Maggot says, I prefer gory movies to Supernatural, like Hostel. Supernatural movies are mainly hilarious to me. I recommend the new Final Destination. Saw it, actually liked it. What's weird about the new Final Destination, what's it called, Bloodlines, is that it doesn't seem to tie to the other movies, except for the one character. There is one tie, and it's the guy, who is it, the mortician guy or whatever. He's the only guy that appears in the old franchise and this new attempt to reboot the franchise. So it's kind of interesting in the lore. He's like, so it's not just necessarily one group of people who are experiencing this. It's people that all over that can be experiencing this thing, this death trying to chase you or whatever. It was just really interestingly done. It expanded the lore of what Final Destination was, and I actually enjoyed that. And it was Tony Todd's last appearance in a movie, I believe, as well. I thought it was done really well. And as an added bonus, the first scene supposedly took place at the Space Needle, which is right near me. But I've been in it a couple times. So that was pretty cool to have a horror movie scene in an actual location that I can go to right now if I wanted to. If we hit a double goal tonight, will I order Bloody Marys right now? No. We're not drinking tonight. We're only going to drink when I do Truck Sim or if we're going to do this special DSP Tries It. And of course, Friday, we're definitely drinking for the marathon. But no, we're not drinking tonight. The only way we're drinking tonight is very simple. If we hit 30 goals. If we hit all the goals. So if we hit 27, 28, 29, and 30 right now. $600, right? To add to our goal. If we hit that right now, I'll do DSP Tries It tonight. We'll do it live right now. So who's going to do it? Who's going to drop another $600 on the stream so we can do DSP Tries It tonight? Let's go. Yes, I always had internet growing up, starting with AOL. AOL dial-up. Whenever that started, I started with AOL, and I've had it since. Lilith says, the Ring scared me as a kid. People would call me up and prank call saying 7 days. When I saw it at first, and keep in mind, that came out, the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever. So I was in, my early 20s. I'm not going to lie to all of you. That was the first experience I ever had with Japanese horror. I'd never seen a movie like that before. It scared the shit out of me. I had nightmares for 2 fucking weeks after I saw The Ring. I'm serious. I couldn't stop having these recurring nightmares about The Ring. I mean, it's stupid. Obviously, it's fake shit, but I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, fuck. I couldn't get a good night's sleep. I saw Audition. Yes, I did. That's a messed up movie. Audition is again, it's another kind of horror movie. Is it Japanese? Where there's actually no horror until the actual end of the movie. Like, you'll sit there for, like, almost 2 hours, and there's no horror, just a lot of drama and suspense, and then all of a sudden, last minute, at the end of audition, bam! And then you just poop your pants. You just defecate right in your pants, they balloon up, and you gotta go change. God damn, that was the biggest suspenseful buildup I've ever seen. But again, today, it wouldn't scare anyone. That's the thing with horror, is like it's generational, where like there's different kinds of horror each generation. Today, if someone saw that movie, they'd be like, that movie sucks, it's boring. But when I watched it at first, I was like, whoa, whoa. I wasn't expecting that. Bookworm says he saw a remake of Night of the Living Dead when it came out in 11991. You went to the future to the year 11990 and you saw a remake of Night of the Living Dead. Bookworm, tell us all about the future. We need to know about what it's like in the year 11,990. I'm very interested. Please tell us all about what you discovered. Nearly, what, 10,000 years in the future? We need to know. Spill the beans right now. Crimson Tide said that's why I'm with Sixth Sense with me. The 90s movies knew how to do it perfectly. Thing is, like, Sixth Sense I actually really liked. But the thing with the Sixth Sense, there's two things. Number one, once you know the twist, you never need to watch the movie ever again. Because once you know the twist, that's it. It's like, okay, so I'll never really enjoy this because now the one mystery that kept you thinking the whole movie you already know, right? And number two, for whatever reason, I wasn't scared at all during that movie. I don't know why, because I think the cinematography was fine. It was, what, M. Night Shyamalan's breakout movie, but I was just never scared for whatever reason. I don't know. Would I accept $10 to do reacting to videos right now? No, I would not. Crimson Tide says, I guess different eras hit differently. When my granddad was alive, he said 60s version of Night of the Living Dead scared everyone. Well, why wouldn't it? It was the first zombie movie. Before then, zombies were not flesh-eating creatures. Zombies were mind-controlled humans. Basically, like, for example, like, say, Dracula would go like this and work his magic. You would become his thrall, but you'd be a zombie. That's what zombies meant. Like, your mind has been turned off, and now you're a tool of someone else. That's a zombie. Then all of a sudden, Night of the Living Dead made zombies these cannibalistic freaks. It was the first movie to do that. Now, we have so many movies with zombies in it, they're not scary anymore, right? Like, are you scared of zombies anymore? I'm not. I don't think there's anything scary about them at all. Do I think Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake will be my favorite Metal Gear? I don't know. It's a remake. It's not going to affect my thoughts about the original games, so. Did I see the original Wreck movie? Yes. I've seen a few of them. I think I've seen, like, I might have seen, no. I take it back. I saw VHS, not Wreck. I saw VHS, all those VHS movies. I did not see Wreck at all, actually. I don't think I've ever seen it. There's a movie called I'll Be Watching, a thriller about a couple and their AI house. Really? I have to see what that's on, if I have the service that has that out of the 17, 18 services. Wreck is a Spanish movie. Oh, maybe that's why I haven't seen it. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I met James Rolfe once in person, Euthanasia. It was at Too Many Games. I couldn't tell you the year. I attended as a guest. He was the headliner guest. I was the second billing guest. Okay. We actually had tables literally right next to each other. So, yeah. And it was such a quick meeting. Like, we basically like nodded at each other and said hello, like, cordially, and that was it. Like, we didn't even have a conversation or anything. Looking to Shudder, a horror-themed streaming service. I've seen stuff. You know what it is when you're on Amazon Prime Video, which I have because I have Amazon Prime, they'll list movies and you'll go to see it and they'll be like, oh, you can't watch it on here. You have to get it through this service instead. And I'm like, well, why are you fucking listing it? Or why even put it on there? It's annoying that they list it like that. But I've seen that Shudder pop up for horror movies from time to time. So maybe around Halloween, right? Maybe October, I'll look into getting it. Yes, I saw that. I saw stuff about that. Dark Maggot says there's a new horror movie. It's called Good Boy. It's a horror movie with zombies, or no, ghosts, I think, from the perspective of a dog. So the dog can see ghosts and basically is trying to alert humans to ghosts coming for them, which is kind of a very interesting premise. Really? Crimson Tide says, watch out with Shudder. I tried to sign up for $9.99 a month, but they front charge them for a year. That sucks. Getting a $120 charge on your card or whatever when you're not expecting it. Yeah, that could be pretty annoying. Empty out your whole PayPal account. Like, what the fuck? I really don't have any expectations for the Street Fighter movie. I'm going to go into it with just a happy-go-lucky attitude And if I get to see it and it ends up being funny or good, I wouldn't really, either way. Like if it sucks, I also don't care, right? I don't really give a shit. No, I never saw Sometimes They Come Back. I consider spamming in chat if someone is repeatedly posting the same message over and over. But also, if, for example, someone posts a message and then they paste it again, then they paste it again. If it's been like 15, 20 minutes and I haven't responded, there's probably a reason. It's a rare case where someone would post something like 20, 30 times and I don't see it, you know? What kind of treadmill do I own? Insanely basic. It's an insanely basic treadmill, nothing special at all. Small. It's actually one of the collapsible ones that you can fold and put into storage. So that way we can easily move it around so we don't block entire rooms. It's big, but nothing crazy, nothing special, no special features. No, I haven't seen any Borderlands. I keep telling you guys, I'm not really interested in Borderlands 4, so I haven't seen anything of it. Like, I just don't care about it. Seriously, like, Borderlands 2 was a good co-op game, but nothing to write home about. Borderlands 3 sucked. So I'm not even considering Borderlands 4. Like, we have so much else going on. I don't really care about Borderlands 4. But you guys keep bringing it up. I'm like, guys, it's just the same. It's a looter shooter. It's made for co-op. It would not be fun solo. I know that because I played Borderlands 1 and 3 solo, and both of those games were not good solo. I don't have a desire to play it. I don't know why people keep bringing it up. I like orange juice with some pulp. I don't want it like heavy pulp, but I like some pulp. You're not funny. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how I could really answer that question. He's asking about some mini series. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't know. I didn't see it. Why is Truck Simulator so well supported? Because I think people like the idea of me hanging out and talking, having a few brews, just chilling and being open while I actually, play a game at the same time. It's just it's an interesting concept, right? It's very relaxed. Never do we really have too much crazy stress, or we don't have to massively focus on the game. It's more interactive. I do not have a garden. No, I do not. Will we ever catch a big lunker again on stream? Yeah, we need to have a good fishing game come out. I wish a good fishing game would come out. There haven't been any, right? I would love for there to be a good one that we could play together and enjoy and have nice chill vibes, but there hasn't been much. I tried Cast and Chill. You guys hated it. I thought it was good, but you guys did not like it, and that's the last one. I've never seen The Expanse, and I've never played the game, but the Expanse game looks like Mass Effect, and that sounds good to me, but I probably won't understand any lore because I've never seen the show. Never seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil. No, I haven't. No, I was not allowed to see R-rated films as a child. The only exceptions would be if there was a movie out that, like an action movie that my dad and I wanted to see together, and my dad said that he would supervise and let me know if there's anything crazy in it that, you know what I mean? So, but it was rare. Like, I didn't regularly see rated R movies as a kid, no. When I play Shenmue 3 Remastered, no. I played it when it was new. I don't need to play a remastered version. It was fine when it was new. What's my favorite Mass Effect? 1. Because that one has the most RPG elements. I like the RPG elements of the first game. I'm sad they took them out of, future iterations. Okay, everybody. I'm back. I took a little bit of a break, and I now have some coffee. Because tonight is a night where I'm talking nonstop for 2 hours. I figure I could use the extra energy. It smells good. Actually smells really good. I can't wait to have some. It's a little hot. I can't have it yet. It's still steaming. And by the way, yes, I still have my E-Tank mug. It's worse for wear. It's all scratched up, definitely, because it's so old. This cup I got probably in like 2010, 2011. It was a gift from a viewer. That's how old, like 15 years ago. And I still use it to this day to drink coffee out of. When I'm on stream, I usually use my Level 1 podcast mugs, but I already have this here with water in it. I said, I'll bump out the E-Tank, baby. There you go, E-Tank. Very nice. All right, I'll have a sip of that in a second. I can't have it right now because it's still too hot. Okay. How are we doing? Let's take a look here. Okay, we've got a $1.02, $1.20 tip. I can't even speak. Would I ever play Stellar Blade again? The game gets better? No. I don't waste time on stuff that I know I'm not going to like. I told you guys I wasn't going to like Stellar Blade for a year. You didn't listen to me. You yelled and screamed and complained you wanted it. I gave it to you. Then you're like, oh, well, that wasn't very good. No shit. I told you it wasn't going to be good. I'm not saying Stellar Blade's a bad game. I'm saying it's not a game for me. Therefore, when I play it, it won't be good. It's like pretty straightforward, But the thing is, people love to just contradict me and give me a hard time instead of just listening to me. So I kind of know what works and what doesn't for me. There are some exceptions, but in this case, I knew exactly what the game was. I knew how it played. I know how it looked. I knew all the thing about it. I knew it wasn't going to work. I don't know why people sometimes just will not listen, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Whoa. Holy crap. I just received, are you ready for this? I just received a $150 contribution. $150. Amazing. It has been quite a long time since I received a large contribution like that. It is from PFC Deer in Headlights, and they have a giant message. But first of all, before we read that message, allow me to get this up on the leaderboard, okay? That means we are currently at $320 of support. $320 for Chill with Phil. That means we have officially hit 27 goals. That's right. And the night is young, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what that means? It's time to celebrate once again absolute success here on DSPGaming. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the vibes. Thanks for the great interactive time tonight. 27 out of 30 hit. We can do it. Yeah. DSP tries it. A flight of international beers. That didn't rhyme at all. That didn't rhyme in any way, shape, or form. It was terrible. Thank you, PFC Deer and Headlights. We're at 2 goals. We still have an hour left on stream. Do you realize what this means? We could possibly hit 3 goals tonight, which means all we would have to do is hit a goal for Metal Gear and a goal for CVS2 tomorrow, and we will be doing DSP Tries It, the Flight of International Beers, tomorrow. Can you believe it? We're that close now. Thank you so much. Now let's see what PFC Deer and Headlights has to say. Never fear, PFC is here. Not all heroes wear capes. So, Quick King, I got a question. How is life? It seems as if you're chill in your 40s. You're more chill in your 40s than you were in your 20s. If there was a moment in time of your entire existence on YouTube that would be your biggest high and biggest low, or biggest learning lesson, what would it be? Stoked for the Metal Gear playthrough. I'll definitely show up for that. Again, sorry for not attending Donkey Kong streams. That was the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Epic Mickey 2 for me, in my opinion. Yuck. Hope this tip will make up for it. Yes, I mean, thank you so very much. So, career high, career low. It's hard to give a career high. It really is. Because I've been doing this for over 17 years. So you understand that there's been so many epic moments. There were moments with my earlier playthroughs where something just clicked and it was super funny for everyone. What you say about my Malele? Who remembers that, right? Or how about the epic heavy rain moments of me doing the quick time events during the fights and stuff like that? How about some of the epic co-op playthroughs that I did with John Rambo back in the day that were actually insanely good? Remember that camaraderie that we had? Stuff like the Olympics. Remember we did the Olympics on the Wii and stuff like that? That was amazing. Mario and Sonic, amazing, right? But then there's more modern stuff that's epic and fun. Our interactive night streams, awesome modern playthroughs. Like, I've had so many good moments. You know what I mean? I really have. My career low, honestly, if you want me to be honest about my career low, I actually think this is true. I think my career low was, well, let's think about it. It's not what you think. It's not the incident, because the incident didn't result in me having really much or any negative repercussions and or any kind of like, yeah, I went viral, but it's not like it's the most embarrassing moment I'll ever have, but it was for an accidental reason. It's not like, oh, here's something bad that he did, intentionally bad, and he's a bad person. It was more like, he made the ultimate mistake. Let's laugh at him, but what are you going to do? Right? So it's actually not that bad. I think things that I've done over the years that are worse are, for example, when I was playing that game 2 or 3 years ago, I've forgotten what the name of it is now, but it was that game that was like the H.R. Geiger shit. And I was only really playing it because you guys had asked me to try it. And here I was playing it, and, you know, times were money was tight at that point. And Times are tough. Scorn, that's what it was called, Scorn, yeah. So money was tight and everything, and here I am, and I'm playing this game, and I'm not liking it. It actually did suck, I'll be honest with you guys. The game was not very good, okay? And I got so angry because here I am sucking at the game, right? And the game sucks. So it's like I suck, the game sucks, and there's no support coming in at all. And all we've got is a bunch of trolls sitting in chat making fun of me. And it made me snap. And here I am freaking out at the audience and everything about being toxic about why is no one supporting me and shit like this. You know what I mean? Now things have changed. 2.5 years later, I've learned that now I get more support being positive, giving positive reinforcement. If you support the stream, we hit goals. Hitting the goals means we're going to get a reward that you want. When you support the stream, I'll play an extra game. I'll buy a piece of equipment for the stream, like the steering wheel or something like that. I don't have to worry about being limited to how many games to buy because I can afford them all because you guys are supporting me. So by showing you that positive reinforcement, hey, you support, you get good stuff out of it. It makes people want to support. Back then, it was like, support or I can't stream anymore and I'm going to lose everything. What kind of a stupid mentality is that? What sucked is that I was stuck in that mode for many years. Since my bankruptcy all through the next 2-3 years, I was kind of miserable, all right? I'm not miserable anymore. I'm very happy, but I think those were my career low moments, those kind of moments where it was like acting super desperate on stream, acting like I'm going to lose. Oh, I might lose my house if I don't hit this goal today during this marathon and shit like that. I get it. I understand why people thought that shit was pathetic. I look back now and I agree. But the thing was, hindsight's 2020. When I was in those situations, I thought that was the only way I could even get support. All it took was a change in attitude. Like literally, think about it. Why do I get more support today? Because of a change in attitude. That's really why. I'm more chill, less about woe is me, sky is falling, doom and gloom, need help. Instead, it's just, let's just chill and have a good time. If you support me, I give you things back. And now it works, right? So I'm glad that I'm back, that I'm past those moments, and I don't go back to them. I never want to go back to them, to be honest. So thank you guys for that, for getting me out of there, and now I can do things much more positively, moving forward. But I am ashamed. I look back at, certain streams and certain things that I said, and I'm like, yeah, I admit I said them. It's really stupid that I did, right? Let's continue. A few smaller tips here. I got a book from Ava Cowboy fan saying that he got timed out. Well, I think we had the discussion about spamming, Ava Cowboy fan, so I don't know when you got timed out or whatever, but you're in chat now, right? And then Ava Cowboy fan tipped another $1, said, I'm not upset. I just think trolls are trying to convince mods that I'm spamming. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I wasn't here. Did you get timed out when I was gone? I legit don't know what happened. And then someone took the box says, you won't play Stellar Blade because you are gay. That's why you play WWE Champions. I stopped playing WWE Champions on stream, dude. We tried it. That didn't work either, so I quit it. No, I don't play things on stream that don't work for stream. Get it? Stellar Blade is a game that will not work on stream because I don't like it. I think it's boring. It's repetitive. It's not going to work. WWE Champions had a meme behind it for like a month and a half. The meme died. No one cared anymore. I stopped playing Champions too. So if anything, that just proves my point all along. I'm not going to play anything on stream that's not going to work and bring butts to seats and bring support in. I don't think Stellar Blade would. Therefore, I'm not playing it. In fact, like I said, by the time that I played it, and you guys all were like, let's do it. And then we did it. And you're like, oh, that wasn't good. I know it wasn't good. I knew it wasn't going to be. Not the style of game that I'm going to make entertaining. It's just not that genre of game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, more Kingdom Come 2. Exactly. Same thing with Kingdom Come 2. Kind of game that I know I'm probably not going to enjoy. I gave it an honest try. I played it for over 2 hours during a marathon. I was bored. I was so fucking bored. I can't lie to you guys and tell you I'm liking it. It was boring. So I'm not going to play it again, Okay. I should do a panini unboxing while drinking matcha and eating Dubai chocolate for the next DSP tries it. What do you mean? How could you unbox a panini? Like a sandwich? Like, what do you mean by that? Dubai chocolate is all the rage out here now, so I can actually do it. I could actually, like, if you wanted me to, I could get some, and we could do a DSP tries on Dubai chocolate, but you guys let me know if you're interested in that. They have a kiosk at my local mall selling Dubai chocolate, if you can believe it. What do I think about the 2 different attempts that I've had at Metal Gear Solid 3? Well, the first attempt was my first honest attempt. I'd never played it before. Only background I had is I had briefly played Metal Gear Solid 1 for myself before I was a YouTuber. I didn't like it. And I played Metal Gear Solid 2 as a playthrough in the HD collection, and it didn't really, like, I didn't really, it's not like I disliked it, but I purposefully, like I said, I made it a playthrough where I just made fun of Kojima in the game to try to get a rise out of the crowd. And boy, did I get a rise out of the crowd that I never expected. So again, with 3, I kind of doubled down. I said, I'm going to do it again and see what happens. So I purposefully tried to play as stupid as I could. And it worked. It made people so angry. It really did. Wait, Glitterbomb says, I meant to type Labubu, but what do you on a phone? He says it autocorrects to Panini. How does Labubu get autocorrected into Panini? That's not even close. What the? That's really weird. What is it about the Metal Gear games I don't like? Well, first of all, I'm just not a stealth guy. I've never really played stealth games until I became a YouTuber. So me trying to get into stealth games is a genre I've never even dabbled in. I don't really understand. So, I don't know. It was like me trying to learn Greek and somehow translate it into a playthrough that you guys would like. It's kind of hard, right? It's something new I had no exposure to. Now that I have more exposure to sneaking, I think I appreciate them more and I like them better and I do better, But at first it was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. How am I going to put out a product when I don't even understand the genre? Nothing, right? I mean, remember I was trying to play Metal Gear Solid 2. I couldn't even figure out how to use the rations and heal myself. I was like, how the fuck do you do this? I read the instructions. I was playing the game. I still couldn't figure it out, right? That being said, it's not that I don't like Metal Gear. I would say that it's so slow paced. Like there's parts of Metal Gear that are very slow paced parts. The thing is though now I've played Death Stranding. If you really think about it, Metal Gear Solid is like Death Stranding mini, meaning you'll have parts of the game where the gameplay is literally just sneak in this set area. And it's linear, but there's different ways to do it. You go about it by sneaking. You go about it by tranking the enemies. You go about it by fighting them hand up, whatever you want to do. But you just got to get past this small objective. Then you're on to the next part of the game. Then a small objective to the next part of the game. It's kind of the same Death Stranding. Just find a way to deliver this package. And then you're on to the next part of the game where you deliver another package. And then there's some story. I kind of get his formula now. Like I didn't understand it back then. It was so different from other games that I had played. I didn't know what he was going for. It felt disjointed to me back then. I think today, again, I would understand it better. I guess we'll have to see. Oh, let's see here. Someone tipped me $1 to ask me about my bowel movements. Gee, thanks for checking in. But don't worry, my bowel movements are fine. You don't need to be asking about me that stuff. You guys would be the first to know if I was having a problem with my bowel movements. I'd tell you right now, immediately publicly, you'll know. The moment that I have a problem, you'll be the first to know. There you go. If a Cowboy fan, please just relax. You're here and nothing's bad is happening to you, so I don't know why you're like uptight. Just relax, man. Seriously. We're just here to chill tonight. That's it. Just relax. Relax and you'll be cool. Is Switch 2 worth the money? No, not really. I've already said that. Watch my review of Donkey Kong Bonanza. You'll understand why it's not worth the money. I've already fully given my thoughts on that. No, I don't have my physical copy of Metal Gear Solid. I got rid of all those games ages and ages and ages ago. 100 years ago. What's my favorite pizza? Peanut butter and pickles. Everyone knows that. Amazing flavor combination. If you never tried it, get on it right now. Smear that smooth peanut butter all over the top of your favorite cheese pizza. Dabble some pickle chips on top. Absolutely delicious. Scooby-Doo style? No, Ninja Turtle style. Come on, man. I'm sure Scooby-Doo did it too. Save Us GTA wants to say hello to King Michael. I don't know if King Michael's still around on the Kick side or on the YouTube side. Chinese Food says, I can't believe Switch doesn't have a blue light filter, like a night mode. It doesn't have, it's bare bones. Switch 2 is bare bones. Switch 2 doesn't even have all the features of the Switch OLED. It's like they released the Switch, then they went 2 steps forward with Switch OLED, and then they removed all the OLED things and released Switch 2. Oh, here you go, $450. Wait, what about the OLED screen? What about the better battery capacity? What about the... No, we don't need that. Here, take Switch 2. So you take it and like, wait, there's no games for it. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry. Wait a year. There'll be some games. So then you wait a year. The games will start to come out. Oh, here's Switch 2 OLED. Buy this one now. Then what did I buy this one for? That's how Nintendo works now. Like, no lie. That's exactly how they work. It's ridiculous. Chill with Phil's going good running, man. Thanks for asking. Thanks for stopping by. What's my favorite Lego game and Batman game? Oh, let me think. Lego game. Let me think. What Lego games have I played? I played some Lego Harry Potter. I played some Lego Indiana Jones. I played some of the original Lego Star Wars games. I played Lego City Undercover. Didn't beat the whole thing, but I played it. I played Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Batman, Lego Jurassic World. And then I played, most recently, the last Lego game I played was the Lego Star Wars Trilogy. Yes, I played Lego Star Wars Trilogy. Man, so that's a lot. No, not Lego Star Wars Trilogy, just Lego Star Wars Anthology, the one that had all the movies in it, all 9 movies. That's what I played. Holy moly. Out of all of those, what's my favorite? Damn. I mean, the thing is that spans 17 years. Like, seriously, it's hard for me to remember some of the earlier playthroughs. Like, I remember playing those co-op with John Rambo, and I think I liked them in the moment, but I can't really remember the games right now. So, I guess I'll go with the most recent one. I'll probably just go with the Lego Star Wars Anthology or whatever it was, because I really liked it. I liked that it had all 9 movies. I hadn't even seen that last movie, and basically I learned the plot of the movie by playing the Lego game, which is pretty funny. How many people learned the plot of Star Wars by playing the Lego Star Wars games? Probably almost nobody. But I thought it was a great value for the dollar, that's for sure. It had a ton of characters, a ton of content. I thought it was an ultimate chill game. Didn't do well on many of the streams, but I did enjoy it myself, personally. Was it Skywalker Saga? That's what it was called? There you go. Lego Skywalker Saga. That's my answer for that one. Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. There was a Lego Hobbit. I forgot there was a Lego Hobbit game. Lego Hobbit. That was good, too. I remember back in the day, the Lego had all the characters from Lord of the Rings. That was really good. I totally forgot Lego Hobbit existed. That was a great co-op playthrough with John Rambo that I did. Okay, let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just received a $130 tip. It is also from PFC Deer and Headlights. So thank you to PFC Deer and Headlights for 2 monstrous tips tonight. I really appreciate that. That means we just hit 3 goals in one night for Chill with Phil. And the funny part about it is, yesterday when I said, hey, let's just do Chill with Phil instead of a game, some people had the audacity to give me lip and say, oh, no game, but we want a game, Phil. And I said, but you got to understand something. Half the time when I'm doing a podcast or we're just chilling, that's when people come out to support. I mean, hell, American Truck Sim is mostly me talking. That's what's been doing well. So listen, there's a time for games. There's a time for chill. Tonight, I had an opportunity to do an open chill stream. Thank you, PFC Deer and Headlights. Another $130. Let's see where that puts us at this point. Yeah, we did. We actually officially just hit a 3rd goal. We're at $454 of support tonight, which means we are now at 28 out of 30 goals hit. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. It means it's a celebration here on DSPGaming. 3 goals, 1 night. What an amazing stream this has been, and we still have time. We're not even nearly done. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. 3 goals in, only 2 to go for DSP Tries It and the amazing flight of international beers. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. We have 2 goals between now and the end of tomorrow night's stream. We can actually make it happen before the marathon on Friday. This is excellent. Thank you guys so much. So now, PFC Deer and Headlights says, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. PFC and the community want the king to give us what we deserve. The beers is most definitely getting slammed. But I have another question. How do interactions with the fans change you when you went live streaming? I remember when I was a kid watching your on-demand videos, you only had questions answered on Ask the King. Now you answer them pretty much within seconds. I hope. How nuts is that? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I've explained this many times before, but in a nutshell, in 2017, things changed because YouTube no longer was going to really fully allow you to make a living just on ad revenue. Just being honest. The adpocalypse happened. So many videos would get demonetized and the ad revenue plummeted by about 50%. So everyone's revenue just went to 50% overnight. And I knew I had to change for the better in order to survive. And you guys recommended be a live streamer. And I already was live streaming, but I was not doing interactions. Instead, I was basically just doing like hangout or I was still streaming, but I wasn't talking to the audience. I was basically just like playing as if I was doing offline videos, right? So in 2017, I changed it. I actually changed right in the middle of the Breath of the Wild playthrough because I remember early on in the playthrough, I wasn't doing the interactions and then I started and it's just so different. Like now, every night, every day, whenever I'm streaming, we get to talk and interact. First of all, I get to see your live reactions to what I'm doing. And that's amazing to actually see the live audience reaction. Because when I was doing the videos on demand and not paying attention to the audience or at all, I didn't know how you guys would react. Did you think that was funny? Did you not think that was funny? Right? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I like seeing the live reactions. I really do. I think that it helps a lot. It does. In addition, it allows me to now do interactive chill streaming, which I couldn't do before because, again, I was just playing the game for myself. Now that I have you guys here and we can talk, we can interact, we can share each other's thoughts, we can share each other's history with games. You can help me with a part of a game that I'm stuck on so we can advance and do better. In reality, it's organic, and that's the thing. I now have an organic connection with the audience that previously there was a disconnect. There was Phil over here playing the games and recording. There was you watching after the fact. There was no, it all happens together. Now it does. And that's what I mean. Ask the King, like you brought up, the reason I needed Ask the King was because that gave me the actual ability to talk with the viewers and answer their questions because I didn't do that during my gameplay videos. Now I do it every day. So that's why I don't need Ask the King. I have the ability to talk with you and answer your questions live, and you guys love it, right? So in reality, I feel that when my stuff became interactive and had that social connection, the quality actually increased. The quality of my videos, the quality of my playthroughs, the quality of my streams increased. A lot of people don't see it that way because they're just so used to the old style. Man, I loved it when Phil just played offline. I loved it when it was just him in the game and nothing to interrupt it, and it was just him focusing on the game. And listen, I get that. I totally get that. But times change. Things improve. And I personally love our community that we have here that we can talk to, interact with every night. I prefer this way more than just sitting here playing a game by myself and having to fill every single moment of dead air with me blabbing some stupid joke. Why do you think I had to make all those jokes back in the day? All the sexual jokes, the racial jokes, the stupid pop culture jokes? Because I needed to fill dead air. Now I don't have to anymore because we have natural back and forth that actually allows that dead air to be more interesting. Okay? So yeah, it changed me for the better. I mean, think about all the things that I've now done that I never would have done back then. I never would have done reacting, like live reacting, react shows or anything. We never would have had chill with Phil streams. I never would have played a game like Truck Sim or Fishing and Bassmaster. Hell, I probably would have never even have enjoyed Minecraft because it was just me playing the game. But then now I basically caught up with everyone else. I really was a dinosaur. I was trying to do this old, outdated style of gameplay and commentary and stuff that didn't work anymore. It worked at the beginning, but as soon as people could find that interaction, people liked it better. And I didn't go with it because I was stupid. But now I'm not stupid. Now I listen to the feedback that I get from my audience and I try to change for the better. Why do you think I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Delta tomorrow? To be honest with you, I think I'd prefer to play Silksong, but you guys gave me feedback all week. You said, we want Metal Gear. It's a classic playthrough of yours. We want that nostalgic feeling. We want to see you mess it all up again. It's going to be a great time. Fine, I'll give you what you want. Why wouldn't I? Back in the day, I would have been like, Metal Gear again? You guys are a bunch of dicks. You just want to see me fail. And then, I sound like Cartman. You just want to see me fail. Now I don't give a shit. I'll give you what you want. Just come by. Just actually show up for it, and I'll give you what you want. Okay? Cool. When will we see your wife on stream? When she decides she ever wants to come back, and it very well could be never. That's her prerogative. Is there a Bad Games Marathon? Maybe. There may be a Bad Games Marathon at the end of September. That's our running idea right now. And so far, the games that we have lined up are Big Rigs Over the Road Racing, either Bad Rats 1 or 2, Bubsy 3D. And there was another suggestion. Sadly, we cannot do Mortal Kombat Mythologies. I wanted to do that, but the collection's not coming out in time for the marathon. But someone else had come up with a really good idea for a bad game for the Bad Games Marathon, but it's slipping my mind now. I think I may have to start writing down these suggestions so I don't forget them. But yeah, what I'd like to do is have maybe 5 games that are known to be bad games that we can all play for the first time during the Bad Games Marathon and have a good time together. I think that'd be good. So it may be at the end of September. We'll see. And then, can you ask Keem if you can be on Lolcow Live? No. If Keem wanted me on Lolcow Live, he would have asked me. Right? You do realize that Keemstar was on my show, the Level 1 podcast, just about a year ago now. I want to say roughly it was just like 11 months now. It's been that long, and I have nothing against him. I'm pretty sure he has nothing against me. If he wanted me on his show and he felt that it would have added to the content of his show, he would have asked me. He has not asked me. So he obviously doesn't want me on his show. So I go on happily doing my own work. There you go. King Michael, how are you? Good to see you. So we're currently at $456 of support tonight. Can we get a 4th goal in the next half hour? Can we hit $600 of support? Then we only have to hit 1 goal tomorrow for DSP Tries It. Flight of International Beers Taste Test on the late stream. Can we do it? Can we do it? We're not going to do it. There's no way we're getting another goal tonight. I was only expecting to maybe hit 1 goal tonight. It's pretty crazy. We've hit 3. So again, thank you all. PFC, you were amazing. Whoever the anonymous tipper was, you were amazing. Everyone else, you're amazing. Thank you guys so much. Would I ever do an end of the year best worst game stream? I do, Lilith. I do a Game of the Year awards, and I do the most disappointing games of the year countdown. So every year I do that, and that will be coming either very end of this year or very early next year. Okay? Would I ever get a girlfriend for Jasper? No, and I've explained why again, but here, let's go into it again. Every once in a while, people ask the same questions. It's fine. Jasper Kitty, that's what we call him. It's his full name. It's Jasper Kitty, not just Jasper. Okay, it's formal name, Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty is a 1-cat cat, a 1 pet per household style cat, meaning Jasper is the master of his domain. This is his home as much as it's ours. Did you know they did studies that actually prove cats think that they're the equals of humans in a home, in a household? So he thinks he's the same as Cat and I, okay? He probably thinks that like he's our son. Technically he's not, but he thinks he is, all right? So what that means is he wants to be the master of the domain. This is how, that's his window to sit in, right? The bed, that's just for him to lay on with us. Okay? He doesn't want to share anything. That's how he is. When other creatures come around, he gets angry. There's been some like stray cats and things in the neighborhood. He gets angry. He hisses. He goes crazy. No, get this out of here. Okay? When other humans show up, he gets mad or he gets scared and he runs away. If we were to get another pet, let's say another cat or even a dog or whatever, he would be so upset because he's been with us now many, many years. And this is his home. And this is the setup that he's used to and he feels safe in. Okay? To disrupt that would be a disservice to Jasper because he would now feel like for some reason we don't love him as much anymore. Why is there another creature in the mix? I don't get it. You also used to give me all the attention, used to give me all the love and the food and the rubs and cuddles and the snuggles and used to play with me. Why are we not doing that as much anymore? Why are you spending time with this creature over here? I don't like that. I don't get it. And because of that, quite frankly, what would happen is one of 2 things. Either he would actually become like depressed and sad, which happens with some cats, or he would become an insanely disruptive cat. He would become a cat that now wants to make big messes, do destructive actions, pee and poop and vomit places, rip things up, do things that he normally wouldn't do because he's mad. that he got lost that status as master of the house. Do you see? That's the kind of cat he is. Now, the thing is, there are cats and dogs that are way more adaptable. They actually are okay with being with other animals. They're more chill. They're more, they're more laid back. Jasper is the opposite. He is not laid back whatsoever. He is more of in your face, give me attention 24/7. So we know it's not the personality type that jives with being compatible to have another animal in the home. So we're not going to do that to him. Now, here's the thing. Maybe one day we will consider getting a dog or a cat or whatever. Oh, maybe we get multiple. But right now we have Jasper. We're going to be responsible pet parents. We're not going to get another pet and bring it into the home for the purpose of our personal enjoyment. We know it would not be good for Jasper. We're going to do what's best for him as if, we're his parents, because we are, A lot of people just think, pets are belongings. Pets are possessions. Who cares what the pet thinks? Bring in more. I want more pets. Just flood my house with pets because I think they're cute. Yeah, but don't you think that maybe they don't like that? Don't you think that maybe you should do what's best for the pet rather than for your own selfish ass? You did take on that pet as part of your life and you took on the responsibility. It's your job to make sure that pet is healthy and happy. Just like if it was a human child, you still have that responsibility. Not, I do whatever I want because it's not a human and I can't be held accountable. I'll just fucking do whatever. No, it's not what you do. And we knew that when we brought him into the home and we rescued him. We knew that that's what we were taking on. And here we are many years later. We're very happy that he's part of our lives, but we accept the fact that it would not make sense to have another pet in the house, at least right now. Maybe long term, we would have one later, but we're not going to do one right now. Okay? Jasper absolutely, positively loves being inside boxes. It's one of his favorite things. Every time that we get like a big box from Amazon or any shipping company, we purposefully keep it. We put it on the floor empty and he jumps right in there. And here's a really cute thing. At night, when we're all going upstairs together to go to sleep in the bedroom, he jumps in the box. He wants a ride. He wants an elevator ride. That's what we call it. So I say, okay, Jasper Kitty, it's time. And I'll grab the box and we bring him up and he looks all right. He loves it. He feels like he's in an elevator. He's like, oh, this is cool. Hey, carried to the bedroom in this box. It's really awesome. Yeah, I was drinking a coffee. I finished. I'm drinking water out of the other cup here. Usagi Jojo, the thing is, Jasper has plenty to do because he says, well, what does he do when you're streaming and Cat's at work? Is he bored? When I'm streaming and Cat's at work, he's allowed in here. So he gets to spend time with me when I'm streaming. He actually hangs out with me most of the time. Okay. There's pretty much no times I would say when neither of us are available. The only time that would be is when we go out together and then he just goes to sleep. He takes a nap. Okay. But there's plenty of things for him to do in the house. This is a cat themed house. And what I mean by that is we have windowsills that are huge and easy to jump to. He can see out the front and back of the house, multiple windows, downstairs, upstairs. Absolutely gorgeous views. We've got insane amounts of wildlife in the backyard, including multiple breeds of birds that are coming and going all day long, wild rabbits, squirrels, all kinds of stuff that he watches and enjoys. We have a feeder, a bird feeder on our back door. It's made transparent plastic and suction cups, and it sticks onto our back door, which is made of glass. As the birds are eating, he goes, whoa, and he jumps up and he slaps the glass as if he's hunting the birds. He's got more than enough to do. He runs around the house, he plays, he occupies himself. When we're not around, he's happy cat. That's what I mean. To disturb that, to actually take him out of the environment that he loves and add another animal to it is going to be insanely disruptive and make him become a disruptive cat that's not happy. And we're not going to do that to him. Okay. Does he ever sleep in the box? Very rarely. He likes to hide in the box, peek out of the box like it's his like a cave or a little hidey place, but he doesn't usually sleep in it. Do I live near a zoo? Not near, about an hour away. There's a Seattle Zoo. If I could see one game remade, I'm going to say it again. Infamous. I want Infamous to come back because Infamous is not currently really playable. It was a PS3 exclusive. Let's get Infamous 1 and 2 back and the Festival of Blood DLC. No, I don't see anything yet. I'll keep checking. There's nothing yet. I was being told to check my tips, but there's nothing there yet. So, oh yes, we always throw Jasper toys. His favorite is anything that's like a little, like a twisty thing. Like you ever have a twist tie off of a bag, just like from the grocery store? He loves playing with those, batting them around and changing their shape. And he holds it with one paw and slaps it around like this. But we also have little ones that are made of cloth, and those he likes to chew. Those are his favorite toys, but there's a few other toys he likes as well. Oh, yes. Dunsfelter says, did you ever lose track of Jasper and then find him in a funny hiding spot? Oh, yeah. I found him in various different places, snuggled into little places in the laundry room. Um, Sometimes I'll be walking all around the house. Where is he? Where is he? He's in the bathroom laying on the bath mat. And he never does that. And all of a sudden he'll just do it once. Like I never thought to look for him in the bathroom because he never goes in there, you know? Just recently, he crawled into my closet here a couple weeks ago and he went, because this is after I did the closet clean out in July, so the closet is laid out a little differently now. He went all the way into the back corner of the closet, snuggled in and laid down in the corner. So when I couldn't see him at all, it was camouflage. The only way I noticed, I hunched down and I could see the light was reflecting in like the lenses of his eyes. So you could see two like glowing eyes down there. I was like, oh my goodness, he's in the corner. Never would have thought he was in there. So yeah, all the time he's getting into places like that you don't suspect. Sometimes, this is funny, we have a dresser that's right outside the door of our main bathroom. So we'll be like finishing in the bathroom, brushing our teeth or whatever it is. And we go to walk out and he'll be sitting right there. We walk out, we go, whoa. And he goes, boop. He bops you right in the face. Like, Jasper, you got me. It's a sucker punch. How dare you? How dare you sucker punch me? Unacceptable behavior. Did we ever have a panic moment when it took too long to find him? Yes. There's been a couple times he snuck into the garage, and that's not good because the garage, we've cleaned it up quite a lot. It used to actually be way more dirty than it is now. But in the garage, you know, you got things, you got recyclables, you got trash, you got other things out there. You don't want him running around and accidentally snagging on something and getting hurt. And in addition, the car is there. He might go under the car and get stuck, and you don't want that. So a couple times he stuck into the garage, and we had to try to get him out, and that was not good because he likes to run, you know, and hide. And I would say other times, there's been a time or two where we have no clue where he is. We're just like, where is Jasper Kitty? And so we know immediately if we can't find Jasper Kitty within 5 minutes, we know what's happened. He's probably in a closet or the pantry where we were doing something in the closet or the pantry, and he was insanely silent because he even has a bell on his neck, but he can walk silently when he wants to. That bell doesn't always ring. He can sneak in. So there's probably a situation he snuck into the pantry or the closet, and we accidentally closed the door with him in there. And unless he goes nuts going crazy on the door, you don't know he's in there at all. So there's been a couple times that happened, and we just go through the house opening all the doors, and all of a sudden, whoop, he'll go flying out of one of the doors that we closed by accident. No, Jasper, funny enough, Jasper does not sleep on your lap. He doesn't do that. What's funny is he's tried doing that when I'm on stream, and I think it's because the only part of it available to him of my body is my lap, because he can't really go anywhere else when I'm in this chair. I'm sitting upright. But when, like, let's say we're in bed, he wants to snuggle next to you. So he'll lay right next to you, like in the hook of your arm here. So you like snuggle him like this, and he'll like put his leg or his arms over yours and just go right to sleep, right next to you, snuggling your arm. He'll do it snuggling your leg. He's done it different things. That's what he likes to do. Yeah, Jasper is a house cat. Reason being, when we rescued him, we found out he's only front declawed, okay? But we have no history of where he came from or why the owners declawed him. So since he has no front claws, he had actually been in the shelter for a while. People kept trying to adopt cats, but everyone was saying, this is what the shelter people told us. They said, most people want a cat that's adaptable, that you can have a cat that can be indoors when you want it, but if you need to put it out, it could be an outdoor cat too. Well, Jasper can never be an outdoor cat. He can't defend himself with no front claws. So because of that, he has to be a strictly 100% indoor cat. And many people didn't want a cat like that. They didn't want that limitation. They wanted the flexibility of the cat that could go in and out. So he was there for several months in the shelter, even though he was a perfectly healthy, cute cat. No one wanted to take him in. So we rescued him, knowing that we'd be okay having him be an indoor cat. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more tips coming in. Someone had said you want to check your tips, but I'm not seeing it. If I don't see it in the next 5 minutes, I'll manually check. But I'm not seeing any more right now. FYI. If I saw them, I'd be shouting them out. But it could be a delay. Sometimes there is a delay where I don't get the message right away. Actually, Dunsfelter, I don't get it either. So Dunsfelter says, I never understood people having outdoor cats. Personally, I don't really get it either. But my parents have had several outdoor cats in their lives. Like, they had a cat that was indoor, outdoor, where it would live with them indoors most of the time, but then they would let it out for like half the day. And the cat was a big tomcat, like a big, big tomcat. And he was able to do that for a very long time. But then one day he came home mangled. So he had gotten into a major fight with something. My parents think maybe a raccoon or something bigger than him. And they had to take him to the emergency. He had a bunch of surgery. And basically the doctor's like, no more of that because you don't know what attacked him. And very well, if he goes out again, he could be killed. So that was it. From that moment on, he became a just indoor cat. But lots of cats are indoor, outdoor. Some cats are pure outdoor, like barn cats and stuff. People who have a farm will just have a cat that just lives outside, and its job is to take care of like rodents and things in the area. And they end up being quite useful for the farm. Oh yeah, euthanasia says my cat is indoor and outdoor. It's easier because it always goes outside. They don't have to have like a litter box where it has to go. I mean, yeah, it definitely works for certain cats, personality types, locations. Honestly, I think an indoor outdoor cat would work for here. Just that we have a lot of critters. Like I said, we have squirrels, rats, small birds, and if Jasper was an outdoor cat, he'd be hunting them constantly. He is constantly stimulated by those cats. So I know for a fact he'd be all over those cats those cats. He'd be all over those rodents and those critters if he was outside. I'd be nervous if he's constantly on the hunt. He could hurt himself because those guys go under fences. They go through all these different places. Yeah, we have rats. We've had some issues with rats in the neighborhood, and we have exterminators that go out and put traps out when they catch a lot of rats in the neighborhood to take care of the problem. But that's what I mean. Like that could be a big problem for Jasper, constantly going after them. And what if he gets hurt? You know, that's true too. Turtle Sniffer says coyotes can kill a cat easily. Yeah, in fact, just a few weeks ago, one of our neighbors spotted a bobcat in our neighborhood walking around over here. We're like, a bobcat? That's like never happens. That's so rare because we're in suburbia. And in suburbia, there's a lot of people around. We have a lot of dogs and things. You would never think a bobcat would wander in, but it did. So imagine now someone had an outdoor cat that's just out there and it has a run-in with a bobcat. That's the end of your cat. You know, it ain't going to survive that. No, not Serbia, suburbia. Get a dictionary. All right, let me check. Because I'm being told, yeah, there was another tip, but I don't see it. Yeah, it did go through for some bizarre reason. I didn't get the message. It never hit my inbox, which is very odd. I don't know why it didn't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the problem. Oh, here's the problem. I can't see the message. If I don't get the notification, I don't get to see the full message. All I can do, I could shout it out, but I can't see the message unless I get the notification. The notification they send me has the full message in it. When I look at the app, it's like half the message. I don't get to see the full message, which really sucks. The only thing I could think of, hold on. The only thing I could think of, let me try something quick here. Just really quick. Maybe this would work, but I don't know if this works or not. They changed PayPal is what they did recently. They changed PayPal. And now that they change, okay, here it is. I can see it. Okay, I can see the whole thing. Geez, what a pain. They changed PayPal. And so the app is like not nearly as useful as it used to be. It sucks. Like I used to be able to get all the information at my fingertips. And now if I don't get the message via email, I can't see the message. Like, all right, so I got a $200 tip. Take a wild guess who this is from, folks. Take a wild guess who the $200 could possibly be from. Who do you think it could be? Is it OIC? No, it's not. Is it Kremp / Iron Chef Sakai? Absolutely not. Ladies and gentlemen, I just received a $200 tip from PFC Deer and Headlights. Thank you, PFC Deer and Headlights, for a $200 tip. That is amazing. Let's add that now. So we are now at 656 of support tonight for Chill with Phil, which now officially means we are now at 29 out of 30 goals hit. You know what that means? It means I should read his message first before I forget. Let's read his message first. He says, PFC will not be tested. The power of positivity is strong. Understand something here. When the king asks, he shall receive. But joking aside, I just wanted to say that I've been watching you since I was a kid. And 17 years later, you're still that steady, bright spot on the internet for me. Your videos were my after-school hangout, my study break. My rough day needs a reset button. You've made me laugh out loud more than I can count. Easily one of the flat out funniest people that I've ever seen online, but it's more fun. It's more than fun joke. It's more than jokes. You show up and you've kept creating when it wasn't trendy or easy, and the consistency means something. You make games feel like a shared couch again. Even though even through a screen. Sorry, it's really hard to read from this distance. I don't have I have my glasses in my car, so I'm trying to read this without my glasses. If you ever wondered whether it mattered, it did to me. So thank you for the memories, the content, and the joy that you've given a whole generation of us. I grew up for your videos still feel the same or feel like home. They still feel like home. Whatever comes next, know that you've already changed lives, mine included. Wow. Well, that didn't sound very good because the way I read it was so disjointed. I wish I had my glasses. I would have been able to read that more smoothly. But thank you, PFC Deer in Headlights, obviously, for that insanely generous tip, okay, for the support tonight. You've now allowed us to hit, like, literally, you financed, what, 4 goals yourself, 3 goals yourself? 3 goals yourself. That is amazing, and thank you. The thing is, a lot of people feel the same way, but you have to call them the silent majority. And what I mean by that is, because of the level of harassment that I get online, people need to be careful, right? They need to just dial it back and say, well, I'm going to support Phil, but I'm not going to be the vocal person because people get harassed online for liking me and supporting me. I appreciate you coming out tonight and being so vocal and saying such positive, nice things. I really appreciate that. And of course, thank you for the support. Guess what? We have now hit 29 out of 30 goals. 1 goal to go for DSP Tries It, the international flight of beers. As long as we hit 1 goal between now and tomorrow night, we'll be doing it tomorrow night. I am very excited for the flight of beers. Thank you all for your support, for your generosity, for your engagement, for everything. I'm very excited to do this new DSP Tries It tomorrow. It's going to be a great one. All righty. And so, folks, we are coming to the end of Chill with Phil. We've only got about 5-10 minutes left. All right, we only have about 5-10 minutes left. I want to say thank you to everyone who hung out with me here tonight. This will be your last chance if you'd like to ask a question. All right. Oh, by the way, I just got the message. I literally just got it right now. So thank you very much, PFC Deer in Headlights. See, there was some weird delay going on there. Okay. All right. So last chance. Everyone tag me in the chat, or last chance if you want to support. Do it now. I'll do a quick shout out, but I got to get out of here in the next like 10 minutes, okay? Because I do have to upload and get ready for the night with my wife here. So I also want to try to install, Metal Gear, if they let me. I don't know if they're going to let me. It's not available yet. Yeah. Basically, I got it from one of the discount places that gives you the code more cheap. But sadly, it won't give me the code. It just says available shortly. They're not giving me the code, so I can't even install it yet. I might have to wait till tomorrow morning. Hopefully they give me the code by tomorrow morning. They say you're supposed to get it on release day. Technically, right now, it is release day where I am, but maybe they send the code a little later because I don't have it yet. How much did I save? It was like $15-20. It was a lot of savings. I'm going to try it again. Just in case the link updated. I don't think it did, though. It basically says available soon, but not here yet. So, let's see. Here it is. Yeah, it says available shortly, so I can't get it yet. Yeah. Have I tried cloud gaming yet? No, I have not. I have not tried cloud gaming yet. No, I've never seen the show Trailer Park Boys. I'm aware of it. I've heard of it, but I've never I've never watched it. So I don't know anything much about it specifically. Okay. Would I bring Minecraft in the future? Yes, I might possibly bring back Minecraft in the future. It could happen. We'll see. Okay. That is true. I take it back. Dunsfelter says, no, you tried it once. If you remember, when PlayStation Plus Premium came out, I tried a few games, cloud gaming. If I remember, it was Infamous 1. No, Infamous 2. It was Infamous 2. There's a few games, 2 or 3 games we tried, right? The thing is, there is a little input delay, and the graphics aren't sharp. But it worked for the most part. It was playable. So I wonder how many people would even notice, like, the difference, quite frankly. Maybe a lot of people would not notice the difference, all right? I've never watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia once. I've never seen the show ever. Okay. Whoa. All right, hold on. I got a $2 tip. This person says, I'm not as rich as PFC must be, but what he says holds true for me. You're a positive chill and a funny constant in my life, and I appreciate you showing up to entertain us and distracting us at times from the stresses of life. Your content makes me laugh a lot, especially rewatching old stuff, and I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Another very positive message. And listen, every single contribution matters. It's not about, oh, because this guy dumped a bunch of money tonight, that means that I'm insignificant. Absolutely not. Again, you guys have to understand the reason that I've had longevity is not because one person has come by and supported me for 17 years. It's because thousands upon thousands of people around the world put themselves together to crowdfund my effort to be a truly independent and individual force for content creation in the gaming landscape. Not many people do it the way I do. You know that. You see, everyone else does it this way or does it that way. Well, why doesn't Phil do those things? A lot of the things I'm not allowed to do, and some of the things I never want to do. I march to the beat of my own drum, as they say. I hope you guys understand that, and I thank you all for your support. It looks like I got a $10 tip now. Oh, wait, no. This one, apparently, hold on. My messages are messed up tonight. I think I'm getting them in the wrong order, because I think the $2 tip came in after the other one, and this one that just showed up first, I actually think came in after. So look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I received another $150 tip. Another $150 tip tonight, folks. That's right. Which means officially we hit. Good God. Wait, that can't even be right because it should have been $750. And so it should have been $900. I've lost track. I think we're supposed to be $900 was the next goal, right? $750 was actually the next milestone, not $800. I got the numbers confused. It should have been $750, not $800. That's where I misstepped there. But with that tip, we hit it. We did it, folks. So here's the thing. This means 2 things. The first thing this means is that tomorrow, we can't do it tonight because now it's late. But we'll do it tomorrow. In fact, we'll schedule it. Now everyone will know that we're doing it and they can show up for it. But that means that tomorrow will be DSP Tries It, the Flight of Beers. All right? That's going to be exciting. We'll save extra time at the end of the stream. We'll end CVS 2 a little early so we can do it tomorrow night, and people will show up for it because no one knew that we were doing it tonight. I don't want to do it now and rush it. I have to rush it, too, because it's so late. But now we can set time to do it tomorrow, okay? So thank you. But the $10 tip was from PFC. He says, yeah, that $150 tip was for me. I guess he had forgotten to put his name in it. So technically, there's another $10 tip right now. Thank you. PFC, deer in headlights tonight. Amazing levels of support. I mean, literally, he just basically purchased 3 to 4 goals by themselves. All right? And I very, very, very much appreciate that. Thank you. 3 to 4 goals purchased right there. So, guys, we did it. Let's just do it. Tomorrow night, right here, same time, same place. after the CVS2 Thursday Night Fight stream, we will have DSP Tries It, the international flight of beers, 4 beers, 2 from Asia, 2 from Europe, upfront taste test. It's gonna be fun. I've never had any of these beers before. This is a new way to do DSP Tries It, and I hope that you will join me for it. Now, here's the other thing. We got to figure out what's the next DSP Tries It, because tomorrow for Metal Gear and for CVS2, and of course Friday for the Mega Man Marathon, likely I'm going to get support, and we need to know what it's going toward. So what I think we need to do is we need to figure this out. Like, what are we going to do tomorrow? Or maybe tomorrow, here's what we can do. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a, hangout right before I play Metal Gear. So during that half an hour, what we should do is look up and figure out what the next DSP Tries It should be, okay? Should it be another kind of fast food? Should it be returning to a place that I've gone to previously, like Katsu Burger? Should it be something completely different? I don't know. But we didn't even talk about it yet because we didn't know that we were going to be hitting all the goals tonight, right? So again, PFC, thank you so very much. The other person before PFC who did a large tip, thank you so very much. To everyone who did some tips and super chats and subs tonight, thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. You got amazing, right? This is what it's all about, particularly Chill with Phil. As I've said, the reason that this works is because people like just hanging out and talking. And some people don't get that. Well, where's the gameplay? I tried just gameplay, seriously, for 17 years or 16, 15, 14, however many you want to say. The gameplay works. I know it does. There's times for it, but not always. Sometimes you just want to have a one-off stream, but we didn't have this in 2 months. Doing this tonight, a lot of interaction, a lot of fun discussion. I think people really enjoyed it. And we got insane amounts of support tonight. So thank you all very, very much. I appreciate you all. I do have to go. I'll see you soon for another Chill with Phil. But in the meantime, everyone have a good night. Peace out. See you later. Bye-bye.